So yeah, man. So I guess the fireworks then went off a day early in the NBA. Shit, what's day? July 2nd? Well, a couple days early. Fireworks went off a couple days early in the NBA. After all the LeBron hysteria last night with everybody talking about him going to the Lakers. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Him, you know what I'm saying? The Lakers signing Lance Stevenson, Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee, re-signing um, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And I'm gonna get to all the little signings that they did last night too. Um, uh, basically, man, the NBA just, man, the free agency period, man, I said it was gonna be crazy. I said it was gonna be crazy. I've been saying it for the longest time. I've been saying it for the longest time, bro, that it was gonna be a crazy summer in free agency, bro. This this offseason and next offseason, because of the names, it's gonna be free agents. I was saying it all summer. I was saying it all last year. I was saying it all last year before everybody went. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went crazy, but they was talking about LeBron. They was talking about Paul George, but they didn't talk about Demarcus Cousins. They was talking about LeBron and Paul George. They want to talk about DeMarcus Cousins. They want to talk about Rajon Rondo. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about it. Like really think about this. Like, really, really, really think about this, bro. Really think about this, bro. He signed with the Golden State Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins did, bro. After all the hoopla that everybody was talking about last night with LeBron signing with the Lakers and then him bringing players with him. Not real superstar players, or at least not at this point, not in their career yet. I mean, Rondo used to be a star, but at this point, he's serviceable. He can still play. You know what I'm saying? He gave valuable minutes to Chicago in the playoffs before he got hurt. Gave valuable minutes to the Pelicans last year in the playoffs against Portland when they swept Portland, and he pretty much outplayed Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. Gave them gave them natural. You know what I'm saying? Gave them solid minutes, but this DeMarcus Cousins news, bro. And to think about where he signed and for how much he signed for, it's crazy, bro. Like Magic Johnson dropped the ball. Like let's just be honest. Let's just be honest with this. He dropped the ball. Magic dropped the ball. The New Orleans Pelicans dropped the ball because they had a team ready. Now they lost Rondo, but they could have easily got players to replace Rondo. They could have easily got players to replace Rondo. They still had Anthony Davis, and it's already been reported earlier that he bought a mansion in Los Angeles. So maybe he not happy in New Orleans. Maybe he just bought a mansion in New Orleans by coincidence. I'm not sure, but he did buy a mansion in L.A. So that might be a possibility for the Lakers to Anthony Davis, trade for Anthony Davis. But I don't think New Orleans is gonna give up Anthony Davis. They already lost DeMarcus Cousins for basically free, so they're not gonna give up Anthony Davis without getting some type of compensation for him. Um, and I don't know what type of pieces that I don't know what type of compensation that the Lakers can give him to get Anthony Davis to LA. And even if they did get Anthony Davis to LA, I still don't think that's enough to be Golden State. At least Golden State. It might be enough to be Houston in the playoffs. Like I said, OKC, who I really felt like was overrated last year because of the guys who they signed. Like I said, you cannot have two ball dominant scorers that score inefficiently on your team and then have a dude like Paul George, who not only can score efficiently enough, but also play defense, which Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony are notorious for not doing. So they overrated. And like I said, Paul George got to be the dumbest man in America. He got to be the dumbest NBA player in all of history to go back to a team that was a first round exit last year to a rookie in the playoffs. So he deserves everything he get next year. They're gonna be a first round exit again next year because they probably gonna be worse than they were last year. I know everybody talking about, oh, Andre Robertson gonna come back. Stop. He can't hit a jump shot. Now, he a good defender, which is gonna help with him and Paul George on the floor at the same time. But and Steven Adams is a pretty good defender, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you got your point guard stealing rebounds from your forwards and your big man to quote unquote run the fast break, which is stupid. You know what I'm saying? If Russell Westbrook have another stat stuffing season and it end with them, you know what I'm saying, winning 40, you know what I'm saying, winning 40, 44, 45 games like it was last year, or 46 games like it was last year, I don't want to hear nothing about them being title contenders because they're not title contenders. I put Portland ahead of them before I put OKC in the title discussion because at least Damian Lillard can win with the talent that he has. Russell Westbrook has proven that if you give him an All-Star or All NBA player or future Hall of Fame player, Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Steven Adams, he can't play with him. He can't play with him because of the way that he plays. He stat stuffs too much. He cares about his numbers. He don't care about winning. He cares about his numbers. Now Demarcus Cousins cares about winning. Demarcus Cousins spent all them years in Sacramento touring away with that with that garbage franchise. You know what I'm saying, with Vlade Divac, who was a you know what I'm saying, who was decent, who was an above average big man himself, promising them all this shit. Him and Page promising them all these things that they was gonna give him players in Sacramento. Anybody want to come to Sacramento? That's what I said last night in my video when everybody was talking why LeBron leave. Nobody wants to play in Cleveland. Nobody wants to play in Sacramento, at least not now. If this was 15 years ago, of course people want to play in Sacramento. They was good. They had Chris Webber. They had Vlade Divac. They had Pager and Mike Bibby and Doug Christie and all them. They had them dudes. They was good. And they had a young Jerry Wallace coming off the bench. They was good, but this ain't 15 years ago, bro. This ain't 15 years ago. And to be honest, the, 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 the Sacramento of the NBA today might be Houston. Whether it was just James Harden, whether it was James Harden, Dwight Howard, James Harden, CP3, James Harden, CP3, and Capella. Who? By the way, they need to figure out how they're gonna re-sign Clint Capella because if Houston lose Clint Capella, it's over. They might not even make the Western Conference Finals next year, let alone the NBA Finals because they not beating Golden State. You thought they was close last year. They gonna get smoked this year. No matter who they play. They lose Clint Capella, it's over. Now the Lakers don't got no more room to sign. The 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 Lakers don't have no more damn room to sign nobody because they signed JaVale McGee and Rondo, who I respect. So okay, I give him Rondo. I give him Lance Stevens. Okay, I respect them two dudes. But you didn't have to keep KCP. You already got Josh Hart. Why would you re-sign KCP? Why? Because he played deep. Come on, bro. He don't even play that good of defense. I watched the dude last year. He is average at best on defense. He ain't gonna lock you down. Why the hell would you re-sign KCP? That money that you signed KCP for, you could have signed Demarcus Cousins for for that much money just to go to LA. Now maybe he wanted a guaranteed ring because the Lakers, even with LeBron and Demarcus, so that might not be enough to get them over the hump against Golden State anyway. It might have been, but that's why I was saying last night, man. The summer of '19, it was a 2 year plan by Magic. It was this year to get LeBron and anybody else that they can get. Then the summer of '19, they try to get Kawhi for free instead of trading for him like idiots. So you get Kawhi for free next year. You sign LeBron this year, whoever you can get this year, and then and then yeah, sign LeBron, sign LeBron, get whoever you can get this year, and then summer of '19 you get Kawhi for free. You try to get Clay from Golden State. If you want another title with Golden State next year, which I pretty much believe you're gonna win another title with Golden State, that'll give him four. That'll give him Steph 4 rings. And at that point, maybe he wants to be the guy or a second fiddle on a different team like the Lakers because his father played for the Lakers. Because now with DeMarcus Cousins, even though it's a 1 year deal, DeMarcus Cousins, DeMarcus Cousins at this point in his career is better than Klay Thompson. And he's been better than Klay Thompson. The pecking order at this point for Golden State from starting five, from starting five in terms of just talent, just the talent level. I'm not even talking about importance. I'm talking about talent level. DeMarcus Cousins might be number one because the dude can play in the post. He got a jump shot. He can pass. He can rebound. He can do a whole bunch of stuff. Now, a lot of people might say I'm crazy, but but Kevin Durant. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins is a bigger, stronger Kevin Durant. That he might not be able to run the floor as well as Kevin Durant, but he can do everything that Kevin Durant can do. He can pass a little bit better than Kevin Durant, I think. He averaged about 4 or 5 assists last year with New Orleans. He can pass better than Kevin Durant. He have a great passing big man. He better in the low post than Kevin Durant, of course, because he's bigger, he's stronger. He averaged at best in the high post because he just like a few years ago started the lineup. So like Kevin might be better in the high post, but in the low post, it's clearly DeMarcus Cousins. In terms of talent, DeMarcus Cousins might be better than KD, Steph Curry. He's better than Clay and Draymond. Just based off the talent level. Just based off the talent level, he's better than their two All Stars. Well, their four All Stars. But in order, he might be even better than Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And Steph might be number two because, like I said, he's the heart and soul of Golden State. Like even when Kevin Durant was out for a certain time, the first time they won the championship together, and then when Steph was out um, for majority of the part for majority of the second half of the season last year, coming down the home stretch to the playoffs, um, Kevin Durant and them was struggling. Now you know what I'm saying. Now I know they might have been coasting, and everybody was like, "Oh, they turned it on in the playoffs." But if they didn't have Steph Curry going into the playoffs, their second round matchup with New Orleans, may I mean they still won game one, but I'm not sure that they you know what I'm saying. I'm not sure that New Orleans series wasn't going to be as tough, wasn't going to be tougher than it was last year. Now I know they won 6 games, but that wasn't even a close 6 games. Like they gave him a game in New Orleans pretty much, and then they lost another close game, whatever. So that don't even count for nothing. But Demarcus Cousins stole LeBron thunder, bruh. And I know that he might say all the right things in the media, but LeBron care about that type of stuff. LeBron care about that. LeBron care about that type of shit, bruh. DeMarcus Cousins, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant. So you got you got an energetic point guard that can pass, shoot like hell, and is a very underrated rebounder for a 6'3" guard. Uh, a complimentary two guard that can come off for any screen that you set for him and knock threes down at a 40% clip. An all-time great small forward, maybe the best small forward that I've ever seen play in the NBA. Period. A classic glue guy and Draymond Green that can pretty much do everything: pass, defend, rebound. You know what I'm saying? And he can shoot a little bit. And he's not a Hall of Fame. I don't care what nobody say. I was arguing with people on another live stream, um, earlier about Draymond Green being a Hall of Fame. I said basically if Draymond Green a Hall of Famer, then they might as well put Big Ben Wallace in the Hall of Fame because he got a championship. He was a full-time defensive player of the year. That's double what Draymond got. You know what I'm saying? He just don't got the rings. Draymond got 3 rings. Ben Wallace only got 1. And he might have had more had they had 1 they went back to back and 2 they didn't they resigned him after '07 because if they'd have went back to the finals in '07 they probably beat the Spurs because I don't think that Spurs team was as good as everybody thought. I just think they ran into a young ass Cavalier squad with no talent other than maybe LeBron. But you got that dude, and then you got DeMarcus Cousins, who is the best big man in the game, even off the injury. And I guarantee you, and I know it's gonna be a lot of talent on the floor, but I guarantee you, especially in the playoffs, that dude going get his numbers. He gonna get his numbers. He gonna have a couple. He gonna have a couple 23, 12. He gonna have a couple 20, 24, 25, 12 rebounds, 5 assist games with a block and maybe a steal. That's probably gonna be his averages throughout the playoffs. Cause you can't have a dude like DeMarcus Cousins, as talented as he is, and as much as he want to win. And I know, you know what I'm saying, he might be a little demonstrative or whatever. In that locker room is good, but you cannot freeze that dude out and have him averaging bum ass numbers as good as he is come playoff time. That might work in the regular season when you pacing and you trying to get them healthy and you trying to keep your other guys healthy and make sure that they not, you know what I'm saying, injury riddled, you know what I'm saying, or nicked up during the playoffs. But come playoff time, he gotta get his numbers or he ain't gonna be happy. He might be happy with the winning, but he might not be happy sacrificing his numbers. And I think he's still gonna re-up after next season because he only signed a 1 year deal. He basically signed a veteran's minimum, a mid level exception or whatever. He basically signed he basically signed a mid level exception for a 1 year deal just to win a ring and go to state, and still might re-up for another 3 or 4 years next year after that contract run out. Or maybe he doesn't, and maybe he tries to get max money next year with the Lakers in the summer of '19 because he know that Kawhi gonna want to go there for free. He know Kawhi gonna want to go there basically for free. And when I say free, I don't mean they're not gonna pay him. I mean that the Lakers not gonna have to give nothing up just to get him, so they don't lose no pieces. DeMarcus Cousins might go, and if Klay Thompson don't go, at least you still got DeMarcus Cousins and Kawhi Leonard to go with you with LeBron. So they still got another chance to win. He got another chance to win next year if he doesn't re-up with Golden State. He got a chance to play with LeBron and Kawhi Leonard. So his title chances are still up there as if he was in Golden State. So if I don't know, bro. I man, I don't even blame New Orleans, bro. Cause like I said, I don't think New Orleans was gonna re-sign him anyway, based off the injury. But Magic had no excuse, bro. Magic had no excuse. You gonna make the playoffs this year, bro. Just you gonna make the playoffs next year, bro. You gonna win. You gonna win about 40, 48, 49, 50 games with LeBron alone, bro. And the veterans that you signed, because they can play. But 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 you 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 could have resigned. You could have signed DeMarcus Cousins, bro. You could have signed DeMarcus Cousins. You really could have signed DeMarcus Cousins, bro. Had you not signed KCP, had you got Luol Dang off the books, had you got Luol, and that's another thing I don't think a lot of people are talking about. Why the hell is Luol Deng still on the Lakers books? He don't even want to play in LA. He's made that very, very clear. He don't want to play in LA. Get his ass off the books. He old. He washed up. He, you know what I'm saying? He up, and he don't even get no. He ain't get no minutes last year, and they was garbage.